This palette is from a brand called Alter Ego, and they reached out to me and asked me if I would provide the internet with my honest opinions on this palette, be it good or bad. So I think it's time that I go ahead and hop into this and show you and tell you all the things. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do a look using a brand new palette that just hit the market. This is the Alter Ego Temptress palette. Let's get the formalities out of the way. They asked me to review this. They are not paying me any money. They did in fact provide me a code in case you are interested in saving some money. I believe it's the code Nikki. It's my name, Nikki. It was for 10% off, but they just emailed me and said that they upped it to 15% off. And for a limited time, there's free shipping, and I think they give you 2 makeup brushes for a limited time as well with your order. So that is what it is. Now, they also had said, and I'm going to read this, they have asked me to provide an honest review of the palette and what you like and don't like about it. So with that being said, we are gonna go ahead and hop in and try this bad boy. Now, I did actually swatch it and I filmed that. So I might be wearing a different shirt, but I will be including that footage here. These look gorgeous. I did actually swatch a few of these already to check them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 swatches at a time, and I'm gonna start with this row right here. And I'm gonna be working from this gray shade this direction. So let's get started. This one is called Whisper. This one is called Lust. And this one is called Blush. I didn't do a very good swatch with blush. I'm gonna go ahead and take my finger again and try and like line it up here. That's a lot better. Sorry about that. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the next 3 shades. We have Guilt, Uptown, and Sterling. I have been eyeballing because it's like a silver, but it also has almost a pink to it when it's swatched. So let's go ahead and start with Guilt. Holy smokes, can you guys see that? Dang, girl. Jeez Louise. All right, let's move on to Uptown. Okay, and then we have Sterling, and I swatched these dry just so you guys know. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next 3 shades. So that's going to be Stiletto, which is a black shade, and then we have Lace. I don't know if Lace is going to show up on me. It's a very tad bit lighter than my actual skin tone. And then I'm going to swatch Seduction. Let's go ahead and start with Stiletto, which is just black and it's matte. Here is Lace. Okay, so Lace does show up a little bit. I mean, it's pigmented. It's just my skin tone is not too far off. So let's go ahead and swatch Seduction, which is really pretty actually. Ooh, I want that in my inner corner. The next 3 shades are going to be Champagne, Mistress, and Ritz. All 3 of these are going to be metallic. Ooh, oh my gosh. So we're gonna start with Champagne. Wait for my camera to zoom in here. There we go. So we've got Champagne. Ooh, can you guys see that? Oh gosh, guys, that's really pretty. Okay. This one is called Mistress. And then we have Ritz right here. That swatch is a little crooked. Sorry about that, guys. So we're actually down to the last 2 shades in here. We have After Hours and Desire. All of these shadows actually feel really soft and buttery. Like, seriously, it feels like velvet. You know, I never heard of this brand, and I didn't really know what to expect. So these are really, oh my gosh, guys. Desire is beautiful. So let's go ahead and swatch this because I have a feeling that Sterling and Desire are going to be the top 2 shades for me personally in this palette. So let's go ahead and start with After Hours, which is that matte brown. And then we have Desire. Let me go ahead and make sure we're lined up here. This is pretty. So, and look, there's still pigment on my finger. This is beautiful. It looks like it's an antique kind of maybe bronze, but it has like a peach shift to it kind of. That's really pretty, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna swatch it one more time. This was just left over on my finger, by the way. So, I mean, this, like, legit, look at this. I could probably swatch it a 3rd time because there's so much pigment. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone, but a really happy Twilight Zone. Let's go ahead and take a look at this palette. Upon opening it, the very first thing I thought of was this looks so close, if not exactly the same, as the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette, and that was actually on my wish list. If I can save money, I'm going to. If this works fairly well and it's very similar to the Sultry palette, I may not need to buy it, and I'm totally fine with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a look real quick. We're gonna try this out. Now, during the swatching, they felt incredibly velvety and like butter soft. It was ridiculous. So I want to see how these look on the eyes, like how they apply, how they blend. I think I'm gonna go in with Blush, which is this pink shade right here. I have seriously been eyeballing that shade for a minute, and I kind of want to do something with pink. So it's actually pretty pigmented. The way I'm doing this is I'm dipping my brush straight down into it, like very lightly, just one time, and then I'm applying it to my eyes. So I'm not like patting any excess off. So far so good. I like that color though. I'm actually gonna hop in with a little bit of Lust right here. And this I'm gonna try and keep as close to the crease as possible. I don't wanna overpower the pink that I just applied because I want it to have like a little peekaboo of pink there. So I am gonna just kind of pat this on the outer edge. I might bring it inwards a bit. You know what, guys? I'm gonna take the brown and I'm going to apply this halfway over on my eyelid. Maybe a little bit over halfway because I kind of went a little over halfway. Oh well. Okay, so next I'm gonna hop in with this shade right here. This is a very dark matte brown and it's called After Hours. And I'm gonna focus this on the outer edge, mainly like along that tape that I have, and I'm gonna just kind of deepen up and add a little bit of dimension. I'm doing just a little bit at a time because I really don't want to take away the pink or too much of that brown that I just applied. I think I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit for you guys. Do you guys see how this is all coming together? I think it's really subtle, but you have that pop of color above the crease. Part of me wants to try an all matte look, but in reality, the swatches of the foils, okay, like they are so like metal and beautiful, and I just probably will use one of those. It is what it is. Oh, you guys know me. You know, I might end up going in with Seduction and Champagne. I don't know. Let me go ahead and try a little bit of Seduction and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Seduction with a damp brush. So I'm taking my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus and just a C brush here. Oh, that's really pretty, guys. Ooh. Oh my gosh, guys. This is like light catching goodness right here. The color is beautiful, but I think the brush that I'm using, it's like really, really floppy, and it's just not doing what I need it to do. So I'm gonna go in with, this is just like a no-name cheap brush I got from some kit a long time ago. There's quite a few more bristles, and it's gonna be better for like actually controlling the product. Alright, I really like this color. It's almost like an icy pink. And then you have a little bit of like a smokiness on the outer edge of the eye, and you also have that kind of coral pink popping out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a damp brush and grab a little bit here of champagne, which is that other pink. I'm gonna go ahead and, yep, this is exactly what I needed here. I'm gonna pat this champagne shade back and forth, and I'm just kind of blending it over a little bit into the icy pink, so that way we have a soft gradient. I will be grabbing some of After Hours yet again, which is right here, and I'm actually going to kind of pat it and blend it from the outer edge onto that pink because I want it to look kind of soft. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of lace right onto my brow bone. It's just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it's a really nice color to add there just to kind of seal the deal. And if you like overdo it with the pink, you can kind of blend a little bit and soften the edges. So I'm actually going to hop in with this product from NARS. This is NARS Cayenne. It is a cream eyeshadow. I'm going to actually use this as a liner because I really do enjoy the brown and pink together. I feel like it looks really, really nice. So let's go ahead and wing this out a bit here. It's just really, really pretty. Now I am going to go in with a black mascara, but I wanted this to kind of add a little bit of definition, but I didn't want it to contrast so much that it took away from the eye look, you know? So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is take a little bit of After Hours and I'm going to stamp it onto that liner just to seal the deal, and it might make it a little bit more dark. We'll take a look and see. Yep, there we go. Much better, guys. It's definitely adding a lot more definition here. So I'm going to go ahead and hop right back in with this shade right here called Blush, the pink shade. So I'm actually going to smoke this out quite a bit under my lashes. I'm going to hop right back into NARS Cayenne, and I'm going to apply it to my actual like lash line, and I'm going to smudge it a bit too as I go. I'm going to hop right back into Lust, which is the shade that we used on our eyelid and the outer edge first. With this, I am going to kind of apply it right on top of that brown that I just smudged out. And then I'm hopping in with one of the e.l.f. eyeliners. These are, I think, like $1. I don't know the name of it. It's a nude shade, so I'm going to be applying this onto my waterline. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara. I have the e.l.f. Lash Extending Mascara. I have not tried this before. I saw it at the store and picked it up because I am in dire need of a new mascara. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this eye and the rest of my face off camera, but I will be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and finished up my face. I have some thoughts on this palette, and I'm going to share those thoughts with you guys. So first off, the packaging, I mean, it's pretty basic, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's functional, it serves a purpose just to keep the eyeshadows safe. Do I think this palette's great? Do you guys see my eyes right now? Yes, I do. I think it's beautiful. I think it's amazing. It's a very feminine palette, but it also packs a punch. You can do a lot of smoky stuff with this. So it really is up to you and your personality, your preference, what you like. In terms of price, it's $16. Now, I may have already mentioned this earlier, but they are doing free shipping right now. I don't know how long that's gonna last for, but hey, if you can save $4 or $5, go for it. You know, they did give me a code. Again, I'm not getting paid for the code. I'm not getting any money for any purchases. I'm pretty sure that they gave me the code so that way they can track, like with the link, how many people are coming over from my video and purchasing. It's a way to monitor their marketing, and I get that. That makes sense to me. I would do the same thing. So do you have to use my code? Absolutely not. I think it'd be cool to help them see with their very first launch how many people are coming and how much word of mouth is helping. So the net weight of this palette is 18.5 grams. Now that's actually very fair for the amount that you're paying for it. The formula itself, you know, when you hear of a company putting out their very first palette, it's either going to be a very good palette or it's going to be a palette that needs a little bit of tweaking and more love in the formula. I feel that this is actually pretty decent for their very first palette. In fact, I'm excited for another palette that they told me that they're going to be releasing. And I don't want to be that girl to spoil anything. But what I do want to say is keep your eyes out for their upcoming releases. I believe one's dropping next month. And I want it. Like, I already want it. I like the formula. If they keep this formula, like, I have no doubt that I'm going to enjoy having the other palette in my arsenal. But again, it's also one of those deals, yes, I'm excited, but I don't want to be so enthusiastic that I say I'm 100% going to love it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to really enjoy it, but again, there's always room for I buy the palette and maybe it's not working out for me. Anything can happen. This is a new company. I'm excited for them. I want to see where they go, and I'm definitely going to be keeping track of them. This is really solid for 16 bucks, guys. Like, the formula is buttery, it is velvety, it is soft, it is blendable. And to be fair, guys, you guys know I love metallic eyeshadows. I love using them with a damp brush. If they sold this palette with only the metallic shades in it, I would still pay $16 for a less amount of eyeshadows for just the metallic shades. I like them that much. So that's gotta account for something. I think really it just comes down to preference, guys. If you really want the sultry palette, by all means, you do you. You follow your heart. You know, it's your money. You work hard for it and you can spend it however you want. Myself, if I can find something that does the same thing or that's pretty similar but it saves me a little bit of money and I actually enjoy it, probably gonna go with a cheaper option. So that's basically it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the swatches. They were freaking gorgeous in real life. If you guys enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe. It helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one, of course. Oh, and by the way, let me know if you've heard of Alter Ego, because I wouldn't have found them had they not reached out to me. So it's a smaller company and I'm just kind of curious, like, have you heard of them? Have you tried them? If you have, let me know what you think. And yeah, keep an eye out for them next month because I believe they're dropping another palette that, again, it's on my wish list. It's like number 3 on my wish list and I'm kind of excited about it. So I definitely want to try it, see where it goes. All right, that's it. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.